Okay guys, what's going on? Today I have for you a science lesson. Killing flies. This is gonna be another update type thing. Things are kind of going slow for me right now. I'm trying to find a job before the job I'm trying to get at the end of the year, so things are kind of, working pretty weird. Couple things I want to share with you first before I get to the science lesson. As you know, my new Mockingbird has a Floyd, and I didn't get any Allen keys with it. For those of you who don't know what an Allen key is, it is I believe, a hexagonal shape. I believe it's hexagon. Looks like a hexagon. Hexagonal shape, and it's solid, and it fits into a hole that is a hexagonal shape, and when it's the same size, it moves just like it's like the reverse of a bolt, because the bolt is a hexagonal shape on the outside, and then you have a boxed in wrench or an open end wrench that goes on it, and so that's that. So an Allen key, what it does is it fits into the areas on the Floyd Rose that require an Allen key, which is basically everything on a Floyd Rose. And I didn't have one, so I was using a Torx wrench, which a Torx wrench is like an Allen key, but instead of being 6 squared sides, no, I don't mean squared, I mean flat, 6 flat sides, making a hexagon, it is actually a star shape. I'll show you. A Torx wrench looks like that. That's a Torx wrench. It's a star shape. I'll grab an Allen key so you can see what that looks like. See how it's flat instead of how the Torx wrench is pointed? Okay, so I needed to buy Allen keys. So I went to the hardware store and I bought me a set of Allen keys. I actually got 2. This is one of them. This is the metric one, and this is standard. For my guitar tech buddies out there who work on their own guitars, I recommend this set. It's a DeWalt set. I got it at Home Depot. And the thing about it is there's a little button on the side and they lock. So if it locks there, and it locks there, and it locks there. So the good thing about that is, when you're sitting over, say you have this out like this and you're sitting over your Floyd and you're tuning that, what happens if these fall out and start scratching your finish, Also, what happens if it starts slipping like this, where you're trying to tighten it and then you slip and scratch your finish. So that's good. Also, this area here and this area here all has rubber on it, so that will help to keep you from scratching your finish. And also, the type of plastic it's made is not very hard, it's kind of soft, so that will help keep you from scratching your finish too. So find these, go there, find them. It's a DeWalt set. I can't remember how much they cost, but whatever it is, they're worth it. So that's that first piece of business. Next thing to talk about is I'm going to be making a video on this thing. This has nothing to do with guitars at all, although there is something to be said about guitar players. You could use this. This is an EDC pouch. For those of you who know EDC, it's everyday carry, what you carry every day with you. I usually don't carry this on myself. I keep this either in my truck, or sometimes I just leave it home. I do have a hook on it so I can carry it on my belt if I'm walking around somewhere, because it's got a lot of good stuff in it. The thing is, guitar techie type people, or just regular guitar players, this is good for, say you're going to a gig or you're just going to play a friend's house. You keep extra strings, you keep all your tools and stuff inside a little pouch like this, and you'll have it. Good thing to keep everything organized, because you never know. And if everything's organized, then you don't lose anything, and you always know you'll have something. So that's kind of a good thing. I know my desk doesn't seem very organized, but it is, because I always have everything. Might be in a weird looking pile, but everything is always in the same pile. So I just don't have everything set up on my desk the way I want it to. So, but as you know, I have my little dishes of my picks and stuff up here, so I do keep everything somewhat organized. Another thing to note, this turned into a bit of a guitar tech video, but it's going to get to the next part of it soon. Power tools. Do not use power tools on your guitar. Do not use power tools on your guitar, except when you have to drill a hole or route something. That's the only time it's acceptable to use power tools on your guitar. Why? Because power tools, you're dealing with such small pieces of metal going into small pieces of wood. Everything's very delicate. It's very lightweight, so you don't want to end up going too far and screwing everything. So the best bet is to use hand tools. Will say that my screwdriver that I have, although it's not sitting on my desk right now because I was using it in the other room, so it's still over there because I'm not done. That my screwdriver actually is a ratchet screwdriver, which is very helpful. It makes things a bit quicker. That's all I can say though. Don't use power tools on your guitar unless you're routing or drilling a hole. And if you are drilling a hole or routing, but I've never had to route anything, because really, if you're gonna route something, unless you've routed before many a times, don't route out your guitar. Send it to somebody else, because the chances are, if you're routing something, you're routing a lot. You're never gonna just be routing a little bit. So if you're routing something, send it to somebody. If you're drilling a hole, say for your usually if you're drilling a hole, you're putting strap locks in and you make the hole bigger. Make sure the bit is the right size. Make sure the bit is already touching the hole and is perfectly straight before you start in, okay? And make sure you go straight in and then straight back out. Also, you need to know how deep you're going. So what I would do is take a little piece of tape and put it around the outside of the bit as far in as you want it. That way, when it goes all the way in and gets to that piece of tape, then you can start pulling it all the way out. So also, when you pull out, you don't have to reverse thread to pull it out. You just pull it straight out while you're going forward momentum, and then just pull it straight out. You don't have to switch anything back. So that's a bit of techie talk for you. I know some people don't really care. Some people do. Some people actually really do. Like I said, I'll be making a video on how to tune a Floyd. I know there's a lot of videos out there, but they just keep telling you to balance and balance. Balance, tune, balance, tune, balance, tune. You don't have to do that. There is a way to tune, then balance, and everything's fine. So I'll show you that. I'll also go over some little setup-y type things. One thing I won't talk to you about is truss rod adjustment, because I don't adjust I could adjust a truss rod, but I adjusted one. It was my Dean, and I had just done them before, but I had done it and something happened. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my tools or anything. It's just the Dean was built wrong, and the whole truss rod actually came out from the top of the neck, and I don't want to ever have to experience that again. So I'm kind of, sorry flies, I'm kind of staying away from the truss rod adjustments for right now, but I can show you everything else. The string heights, action as they call it, actions, your putting your pickups in the right height, checking to make sure all your electronics are tight, you know, pulling knobs off, going back and tightening everything, checking to make sure your tuners are all in, tuning your bridge, or tuning and balancing the bridge for both. I have a Floyd, I have just a regular style trim on my PRS, which I actually do need a restring. So that'll probably be going up before the Floyd, because I don't have to restring the Floyd yet, because they're cobalt strings and they've been lasting really well. It's another thing to note, Ernie Ball cobalt strings, this is what I use. It's what I've been using on my two main guitars. The PRS I haven't gotten around. They're DR strings. Actually, these DR strings, they've been on there for probably about 5 months before they actually broke. But there's not been a whole lot of heavy playing on the PRS, so that's not really that big. But my ESP and my BC Rich, I play them both about an hour every day. So, and these strings have been lasting me quite a while, and they sound different. So that's something to note. Yeah, so that's it for that. You might get to see, I'm going to get strap locks for my BC Rich, so you might get to see that too. So that'll be a good thing to show you. Yeah, minor guitar techie videos, just stuff that you can do yourself. I will show you how, because a lot of people don't want to get certain guitars because they think it's going to be really hard to maintain, but it's really not, and I can show you how to do that. So that'll be easy. Expect some non-guitar videos soon, because I just want to throw some random videos up to see if I can invite more people to the channel. And last but not least, thought I heard something. Last but not least, science lesson. I'm a big Chappers fan, as you guys know. I've talked about Chappers before. I go on a Chappers channel a lot, and lately I've been noticing there's a big war over the guitar. Does the guitar itself actually affect tone? Because there's people that think the pickup, because the string is metal and because the pickup is magnetic for an electric guitar, we're talking electric guitars here, the only thing that affects tone between the string and the pickup is the pickup itself, the type of string in the pickup, because that's the only magnetic parts on the guitar. Some people think that the tone is affected by the type of wood and all that. So there's people that think the wood affects it, and there's people that think that the wood doesn't affect. And I'm here to say, if you are the latter half of that, you're fucking wrong. Okay? The wood does affect tone, and I'll tell you why. When you have a guitar, here I'll actually grab one so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. Sorry about that, it took a little while. So I got my ESP here. Yes, the string is metal. Yes, the pickup is magnetic, so it will only pick up magnetic vibration, which is only coming from the string, right? However, the string, because it is in constant contact with the metal, which is in constant contact with the wood, and in some cases, it is in contact with the wood, the wood itself will change how the string vibrates. And if the string is vibrating in a different way, the pickups will receive that. So, string vibrates differently because of different types of wood. Okay? Therefore, the wood is changing tone. Also, the finished will change the resonance of the wood. It actually dampens it a bit. So, you have a finish, it'll change the resonance of the wood, therefore the string will vibrate differently, therefore the pickup will pick it up, therefore the wood, the paint, change the tone. You put plastic pieces like the binding and stuff, which is why I kind of don't like this because of the binding. The binding is plastic, unless they've painted it. Binding's usually plastic. When you put plastic on wood, it has a tendency to muffle. Plastic in general is just a muffling type of material. It muffles vibration. If you're muffling your vibration, the strings are going to know it because the strings are in constant contact. Therefore, the pickups are going to know that this vibration is being muffled, so it'll shut it down. So you'll have kind of a weird sound. If this guitar right here, the same wood, the same shape, the same size, the same density, same pickups, same strings, same tuning, same everything in the amps, if it were all the same, the only thing was different is that I had one that didn't have binding and didn't have paint on it or anything, it was just raw wood, it would sound a lot different because it'll be vibrating differently and the strings will notice the vibrations are different. Okay? Another thing to note is your hand. A lot of your tone comes from your hand. There's a lot of people that think it doesn't, but it does, because you have different oils in your hands, in your body. Your body itself is also like a block of wood. It's different bodies are different densities, different weights, different shapes, so they'll resonate differently. When you're holding a guitar to your body, it's going to resonate with your body. You guys think it's very minute. I will say it is a minute difference because of your body, but your body will actually change the vibration and your guitar is going to feel it. Like I strum a chord, I can feel it. I can also hold it closer to my body and I can feel the vibration go away, okay? That's because everything's starting to resonate together. Also, if the atmosphere of the room you're in, if it's very humid, then you're going to hear it. If the room's very big, you're going to hear a lot of reverb. Also, if you're wearing headphones, you'll notice that, because you'll think, well, I'm hearing reverb, it's because the speakers are going like this in the room, so I'm hearing reverb. Well, put headphones on, you'll still hear a bit of reverb, because the vibrations are taking longer to bounce off the wall and come back and hit your guitar, thus creating a different vibration. If you don't believe me, take an EMG pickup, and I'll probably do this one day too, because I want you guys to believe me. I'll take an EMG pickup and I'll bolt it onto a table, and I'll take a bridge, and I'll take the same bridge. I'll probably take the electronics and the hardware off this guitar, bolt it onto a table, and then hook up all the electronics, plug into the amp, and you will hear that it is different. Even though it's the same stuff on here, it'll sound different because it's resonating differently. The strings will feel the different vibrations, and the pickups will pick up those different vibrations because of the string. The string is actually a catalyst in this case, because it's a way that the pickup, which is only magnetic, can feel other vibrations because of the magnetism of the whole thing. Okay? Yes, that the string is the only metal piece that the pickup is going to understand. We know this. I'm agreeing with you on this. The string is the only way that a pickup can sense vibration. But the string, because it's not only sensing, the string isn't actually sensing magnetism at all. The string, where the vibration is coming from you, you know, you hit a chord, magnets aren't causing it to vibrate, you're causing it to vibrate. So, you know, that pretty much solves it right there. But because of the wood, the metals, I know I'm repeating myself, I'm just trying to explain this in different ways so you all can understand it. It's because of the wood and the metal. It's the woods, the metals, the plastics, the air, your hands, the oil in your hands, everything's reacting differently. And the string knows that. Like, I go there, put my hand up here, it sounds differently. Got more of an open sound there, more of a tight sound there. Okay? It's happening right here. Why is it doing that? Because you're changing the vibration. Okay? Think about an acoustic guitar. We all know that the wood is changing the sound of the acoustic guitar, right? Because of the string. Okay? Even if you don't have a sound hole, even if you just have this, you know, you're having different tones because of the wood and the strings, okay? You know that the string is the thing making the sound. It's not the wood making the sound. The string, because that sounds like metal to me. It doesn't sound like wood because the wood's not making the sound. The string is making the sound. The vibration is initially coming from the string, but it's being changed by the wood. Okay, that's how an acoustic guitar works. Okay, and then you have a sound hole, which amplifies. Which the sound hole in an acoustic guitar is pretty much like a speaker. Okay, so keep that out of there. The strings is what's vibrating. Okay, the difference between acoustic and electric is acoustic uses a sound hole for speaker, whereas the electric uses a pickup and then goes in through the speaker. Okay, so that's how it works. The pickup senses the vibration of the string, but, okay, big but, the wood changes the sound. Now, piezo pickups. Why does a piezo pickup make everything sound so much different? Well, the thing about a piezo pickup is it's actually digital. It's not analog. It's not working like this normally does. But a piezo pickup, it does sense the vibration, okay? So different vibrations will actually change it a bit. The thing about a piezo pickup though, it's not actually giving the vibration because it actually passes through the circuit board where it reads vibration. Vibrations are, each note is about this much vibration, right? And it reads in there where the actual note is coming from, and it'll pick that it's okay, it's in this area, I'm going to play it this through this preamp. That's how a piezo pickup works. It doesn't give you the sound that's coming off. It figures out what note's actually coming off, then it changes the tone of it, and then puts it through, okay? So that's why a piezo pickup works differently. Regular pickups, they pick up the vibration and then they throw it into the amp. I mean, be it the pickup does give you a different sound, but it is the same vibration, okay? It just gives the vibration in a different way, okay? The wood is what changes the vibration. Once it gets in the pickup, it's the same vibration, it's just coming through in a different way, okay? That's your science lesson for today. If you don't believe me, then you're just being ignorant, because I just explained to you exactly what happened. So, you know, you try it. Take a guitar like this with the pickup in it, set everything up the same, play it. Change your pickup out, play it again. Take that pickup, put it in something else, play it. So we'll start hearing differences, okay? It's the wood. The pickup changes how the vibration's coming through. The wood changes the vibration, okay? That's how it works. I'll do experiments on it later so you guys can understand, but that's actually how it works. That's how it's happening. And that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys again later. If you guys hate me after this, that's too bad. That's the science, simple physics. I'm giving it to you. If you don't want to listen to it, that's your own damn fault. So, there you go.